What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Option Select Podcast, episode 215. Today is July 30th. Man, dude, August is coming real quick.
Yeah, 2 days.
Real quick. The last day of the month is tomorrow. Pay them rents, baby. Pay them rents.
Pay that rent, son.
The first of the month.
Wake up.
Damn right. This is a podcast where we talk about entertainment, video game news. I'm OS Onslaught. I'm joined today by my boy, OS Chameleon.
What up?
And we start off every podcast with, how'd your week go, man? Talk to me. What's up?
Week was pretty good. Everything's flowing at work. It's July, so it's always stupid slow.
And hot.
And hot. Like, we try not to go outside for anything. It's like, oh, you want to bring in a generator? We believe you that it runs. Bring it in.
It's like the best time to get away with it.
It's like, no. We make them test it out. Like, yeah, you go start it up. And they're out there fucking cranking on it, sweating balls. Like, yeah, we don't want it. We're good. But yeah. Anyway, it's funny. But work is work. We're just trudging along, waiting for the heat to die down, shit to pick up. It'll pick up next month for August. A lot of kids go back to school. People need money for shit. People buy a lot of laptops. It's when we sell the most laptops because, getting a used laptop for school that you can just have as a throwdown laptop, it's fairly easy, Same with tablets.
Facts.
But as far as entertainment wise, I finished Secret Invasion.
Okay.
That was lackluster as fuck, bro.
They spend like a ridiculous amount of money on that show too.
Yeah. It
talent.
just was not that great. I feel like it should have been more. And like in my head, like when I hear Secret Invasion, it was an incredible event in the Marvel comics when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But what made it so good is you didn't know who was a Skrull and who wasn't a Skrull amongst the superheroes.
Correct.
So when you take that element out and you have no superheroes, nobody gives a fuck.
Oh, they took it out completely?
Yeah, that was literally the only hero that was on the show was Rhodey, War Machine. And at no point did he put the War Machine suit on. And, spoiler alert, when they find him, because in order to be a Skrull, they have to shapeshift into you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have one or two options.
Kill you?
Either kill you or just hide your body somewhere.
Right.
And keep you sedated.
Kidnapped.
So they kidnapped Rhodey, kept him sedated, and then they had to carry him at the end. So everyone's under the assumption that he's been a Skrull since Civil War, which means when Tony died and they're at the funeral, it was a Skrull. It wasn't actually him at the funeral.
Mm.
So we're like, does he even know that Tony's dead?
Right.
It was so ambiguously left open, but it just wasn't good either. Like, and they killed off Maria Hill for no fucking reason other than try to get a shock value. Like, whatever, man. It wasn't a great show. But what is a good show is Foundation.
Mm.
I'm caught up on that one. I'm just waiting for the next episode to come out. It's a really, really good show. Other than that, I picked back up on One Piece. Yeah, I get to certain episodes and I'm like, I'm not interested in this episode because I feel like it's a filler. And then I Google it, like, oh, it is a filler episode. So I just bypass it. Later, bitch.
See you.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just watching a little bit of TV here and there. I tried playing Diablo. Just not interested, man.
Yeah, well, now that they announced the patch is coming on Tuesday, it was like, oh, I'm not playing that until Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. And even then, it's like,
because I need the increases on my barbs, bro.
Yeah. And it's just bad design overall. And then they had ExileCon this weekend.
Yeah, we'll talk.
And some shit popped up on there, and I'm like, oh man, I really feel like they have a better grasp and understanding of an ARPG than fucking Diablo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, dude.
By leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're not focused on any other game because there is no other game.
There is no other game for them. Yeah.
They put all their resources into that one game to make a shit ton of money on a free game. And so they make it really good and really worth sinking your time into it. Just saying.
But again, Activision Blizzard is a AAA studio.
Uh-huh.
They have all this money, all these resources.
Uh-huh.
They can work on multiple projects. and have them be just as good. It's just, I feel like they just cut corners, or they rely on certain things. Like I really feel like Diablo 4 is only being carried because it has the name Diablo 4.
That is correct.
Yeah, it's the same with Hogwarts Legacy. Like that game got carried because it had the Hogwarts in the title. Other than that, it would have just been a mediocre open, wizard game. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
No, I agree with you. It was definitely mid at best.
Yeah. But what got me, you know what? I stopped playing Diablo 4. I was watching a video and the guy's like, he goes, make this make sense. And he goes, and you know how you get those ashes or whatever?
Yeah.
And you go put them into whatever like buffs for your account.
Right. And they put one in a gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It increases gold as you get, right?
Right. But it also increases.
It also increases the amount of gold to upgrade your stuff, so you're not actually getting more gold.
You know what? You know why that is?
I'm like, no, that's stupid. That's why that is. Like,
No. It is because they didn't playtest the game.
It's horrible.
Yeah, they didn't playtest the game, so they didn't look at what numbers it actually affects. So it increased all gold, but it increased all gold prices as well.
It's like insanely stupid.
Yep.
Like turn in this item, you get 100 gold. Cool. At the same time, to respec this, it's 50 gold.
Yeah.
Right? You put points into it. Now, instead of that one item will give you 200 gold, but now it costs 150 gold. Like, like you're everything.
But
like,
what people were doing,
oh my God,
what people
so
were
stupid.
doing was selling stuff to the vendor, right? Because the vendors were jacked up that way, so they would sell stuff to the vendor, take that Ash of War out, buy it back, and then sell, and then like buy it back for a percentage less or whatever, and then put it back on and keep on selling them back and forth. They were gaining money that way.
Oh, nice.
But that's what some people were doing.
Dumbasses. Fucking play your game.
But they weren't playing their own game.
They're not playing their own game. You could tell they're not playing their own game. They wouldn't have nerfed every fucking character in the game. I guarantee you there's not one single sorcerer player on that group. That motherfucker sitting at the bottom.
Now they're going to be pretty strong, looks like.
Yeah, I guess.
They need a bust
still
across the board.
In melee. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb.
Yep.
Sorcerer, bro. Like, at no point do you want to be in melee.
It fixed Hydra, I guess, and Orb.
They made it the fire. They buffed up fire and lightning and Hydras.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like Hydra.
Yeah,
when I betaed it, that's what I was playing. Got to level 25 in the beta, just Hydra, and I literally just sat back and just kept dropping Hydra, let it do all the work. Anything got close, Frost Nova blinked out, like I'm out, bitch.
Yeah, I really thought that game was gonna eat up more of my time because of what it was in the beta and like in the original game release or whatever. I thought it was going to take up more of my time, and then I realized like the end game isn't there yet, and then that's what really got me out of the game. Is like, what's the point of doing a season right now if I'm just gonna get cosmetics? Like, I could go in there and earn the cosmetics, but
they look cool, but it's nothing. It's not why I play the game.
No, definitely not.
I play it for fucking power to blow shit up.
But I also want things to do at the dungeons, the nightmare dungeons really took me out of it. Like, I didn't want to do the one thing that was there for endgame. I didn't want to do, and I didn't want to just sit there and level all the way until 100. So until the game comes back, because it will, somebody's gonna get fired.
Oh yeah,
somebody will fix it.
Somebody they're gonna add something that's
really good,
tailored towards you and what you enjoy. What
and
you
then
play.
I'll be like, okay, now I'll play the game.
Like there's no telling if they add rifts. Like they can add rifts.
They can
alongside with nightmare dungeons and just
correct.
They can add all the shit to the game.
Yeah, that stuff needs to be added into the game before I'll come back. But
yeah,
maybe
a new class. Get that paladin, whatever.
I got my money's worth out of it though.
Oh, for sure. I feel like I've got my money's worth out of it.
Yeah, I played many an hour.
2 characters at 50 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good. I got a seasonal character that I'm dicking off with.
So
I definitely got my money out of it. So.
What else did you play? You said Diablo.
I played Diablo. A little bit of Apex.
Of course.
I was on a fucking losing streak last night, bro. I was getting heated. Yes, every game. Even when I thought we were landing somewhere safe, it's like we'd win the first skirmish. We're looting up, and then out of nowhere, third team shows up. It's like, we're dead. dead. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Then I was getting shitty teammates, like
in ranked or non-ranked. Oh, okay.
And I was getting teammates that they think they're better than they actually are. It's like they're just dumb, just stupid
making
people.
dumb decisions.
Just making dumb decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. Just overall, I think I went like 7 games straight. I think I lost like a total of like 300 points.
Hmm.
And you got to think each rank is 1,000 points. A third of a rank.
Yeah.
I didn't go under. I'm still on platinum, but like, God damn, it's just and I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave the game on a loss.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just need to play a game and just, because if you make it in 10th place,
right, you need the points.
You get 20 points.
Right.
That's the baseline. Being top 10. I ended up, the last game was like, I was like number 7 or 8. So I ended up with like 60 something points. I'm like, sweet. I'm good. Let me turn this fucking goddamn game off. Turn that bitch off. And then I started playing fucking baseball.
So do you play with PC players in ranked?
I believe so, yeah. My cross play is always on.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be like a disadvantage for you, know?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
I was just wondering if ranked play was talking about. Apex. Continue, please.
Apex. Sorry. Anyway, I was on a losing streak, finally won. Netted like 80 points off the win. I was like, yeah, fuck this game. So I got off of it and just started playing some MLB The Show. I tend to play that game when I'm fucking like, I don't want to think.
Okay.
I just want to chill and relax.
Yeah.
I'll just play that. I got a pitcher. And then I went on like 3 games in that one where they were just fucking dinging everything off me. I couldn't pitch. Like, fuck video games right now, bro. I shit you not, dude. I was like, all right, I can get around this guy. I can get around this. Like, nope. Motherfuckers like back-to-back home runs. I'm like, God damn. Like, you know what? I don't need to play video games right now.
Maybe I just shouldn't be playing video games.
God damn, bro. I had 3 games. Just lost all 3 games. Got yanked. 1 game, got yanked out in like the 4th. I was like, oh, cool. That's awesome. So I was like, you know what? Pause, save this shit. We can turn it off, bro. Just fucking turn it off.
Yeah.
Just start watching YouTube videos. Like, it's like I didn't want to play any video games.
I've had days like that,
like,
bro.
Fuck, man.
I've had days like that, trust.
Yeah.
Anything else you do this week, Bubba?
Nah, that's pretty much it, dude.
Oh, man. My week was pretty solid. You know, work went well. Yeah, so I did all my workouts this week, Monday through Friday. Probably going to start incorporating a Saturday and a Sunday, but it's going to be like active. I'll just do like an hour worth of yoga or something from now on. Because I am getting bigger, but I feel like I'm getting less flexible. So like it's harder for me to like reach behind me and stuff. So I just want to maintain my flexibility. So I'm going to start incorporating about an hour of yoga. So I might just do like Tuesday, Thursday, but not do a workout on those days, and then just do those workouts on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. I haven't quite decided how I want to handle that just yet, or if I do a workout and just incorporate the yoga after the fact. So it'll be like a 2-hour workout day that day. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but workouts were hit this week. Good, it was a good week. Video game wise, man, I did not play Diablo at all. I did download a patch, I guess, that came out at some point this week. I just turned it on and it was like Diablo started an update. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I know that there's another patch on Tuesday, so I'll check it out. Hopefully they make things better. Maybe I might come back into it, but maybe not. Remnant 2 was the main game this week. Been having a lot of fun. So you can create a character. You have like a world that's rolled up. So like specific parts of each area are rolled up in that world, right? So whenever you go into that, realm or that biome or whatever, it's random wherever you go, what bosses you see, whatever, right?
Okay.
Things like that. So I have my world rolled up and I'm doing it alone, basically, on my single player characters. Like I'm just doing it alone, but I've been hopping into random people's games and just like helping them out, right? So I'll just follow them around, but I'm a tank in this one, so I'm just like going around helping them do whatever it is that they need to do. So Been doing a lot of that, so I'll just hop into somebody's game, go through, a dungeon with them or whatever, and then I'll take a break or, something like that. But Remnant 2 was king this week. Then Ratchet and Clank came out. I picked that up on Friday. I played it yesterday and today, a little bit here and there, and I'm about 65% of the way through the game. So I've beaten it before, PS5. But I'm playing it on PC this time. The graphics options and everything, it looks so good. It plays so well. And this time I'm doing it on keyboard and mouse. And I feel like Ratchet and Clank's like a pretty good game to do that with. So I've been just enjoying the hell out of that. I love that franchise and that game. So, I mean, the game was already fucking perfect to me.
Never played a Ratchet and Clank game.
What?
Never played one.
Never?
Never, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, man, those are my favorites, man. I love Ratchet and Clank. It's just a good platformer, shoot 'em up, action game. It's they reward you for exploration and stuff like that. So I always have a good time playing those.
Okay.
And what else did we do? What else did I do this week for video games? Not really, nothing too crazy. Oh wait, I beat Jedi Survivor this week. That did happen. Nice. I thought I only had like 30, 45 minutes left.
No.
Now it was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So right. I completed that game and I enjoyed the story. And I immediately, since the performance and stuff was so shit on my PS5, I uninstalled, moved the disc right over here, and that's where I'm going to let it sit.
Yeah. Until DLC comes out.
And until they make it good on PC again.
Right.
So, yeah, man. As far as like entertainment, I watched Hijack today. I was catching up on the second episode of Foundation, and then I started getting a little tie-ties out there on the couch, and I ended up taking a nap, and you came into my house and almost got shot.
I wasn't gonna get shot.
I mean, I almost John Wicked you, bro.
No, you didn't. You didn't have your gun on you.
I didn't even have a gun on me. Yeah, we watched a lot of. Alice has been watching South Park lately.
Oh, nice.
Which is weird.
There's some good shit, dude.
Because she always said she hated South Park. So, like, I haven't seen every single episode.
Nah, neither have I.
But she went back to, like, I guess the beginning, like season 1, episode
Some
1, when it was
rough. Rough as fuck to watch, bro.
And now she's on, like, season 7 or so it's, like, 2005 or 6, somewhere around there is where she's watching. And
it's Britney, bitch. Like, I remember this.
The J-Lo one, where Cartman has J-Lo.
Oh, God, I hated that episode, dude. I fucking hated it.
And they were Ben Affleck. Ooh. So she's at that in that time frame. So I sit down with her and watch it and whatnot. So I'm catching up on not catching up, but like watching episodes that I don't remember seeing or haven't seen in a long time. Like the one where the boys get ninja weapons. They gave that episode out on Xbox 360 at the time when they would launch their media stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like they get the weapons and then they turn into like anime characters. You remember which I'm talking about?
Oh, I remember that one. That's good.
Professor Chaos. So we were watching.
Stupid.
I was like, I was just walking to the restroom and I heard that episode and I recognized it. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're gonna watch this episode.
Yep.
She's laughing.
Good, dude. It
was good stuff. So watching that on the side, I don't think I didn't see any movies or anything this week. It was Hijack, some of the Foundation. I passed out to Vice Principals. Been watching Ted Lasso again, season 3, because I've only seen it the one time.
We watched the fights last night, though. F1 this morning.
UFC last night. That was really good. Won some money on that. And then F1 today. I watched F1 Saturday and Sunday, like all of that. So other than that, like nothing really too crazy. Not that I'm remembering right now. Anyway, I don't think I watched anything else. I need to catch up on shows on Disney Plus, bro. I haven't even turned on Disney Plus. Like I think I'm on Mandalorian episode 4 or 5 or something like that. So I'm a little bit behind there. Like that was the last time I watched it. So early this year, January.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's been a minute. I need to catch back up.
I want to say I'm caught up on the Mandalorian, but I could be wrong.
But like the problem is like me and Alice will watch a show together and then like I want to keep watching the show, and she's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
And then like we just don't go back to that show.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And but I can't watch it without her because she'll get mad. But then like I always bring it up, like, you want to watch the show? She's like, no. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna stop listening to you now because now you can't leave me.
Watch your own shit, bro.
Now you can't leave me over a show. So no, I want to start Secret Invasion or something this week just to get it out of the way. And what else did I miss? Did I miss any other Marvel show?
Not that good, bro.
I gotta catch up on it.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of shit on there.
There was something else. There was a different superhero show, no? Different Marvel show? Or am I just tripping? Last thing I saw was She-Hulk.
There's the Marvels. It's Marvel.
I've seen that.
Little girl.
Second season came out?
Sure. I don't know. I'd never watched it.
Oh.
Yeah. I watched She-Hulk, though.
She-Hulk was good.
She-Hulk was all right, yeah.
I like that one. But I think that was like the last thing I legitimately watched on Disney Plus. I need to turn it back on and see what's on there. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it, man. If I think of anything, I'll bring it up. But I don't
randomly blurted out.
I don't think I had anything. We didn't go to the movies this week to see Barbie or anything, and yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, the next movie I plan on watching is Dune.
Dune? You want to go see it in the same spot? Because that place, the sound system is so good.
Sound system was stupid good.
Fucking Oppenheimer was like
bright light, 30 seconds of silence, and you just god damn.
Like the dude on that was it the tapes? The Maxwell tapes, where he's just like sitting on the thing and they had that jet engine. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man. So all right, let's get into the news. And I'm gonna go first because I saw your news topic, and I'll let you do all of that yourself.
All right, the Evo show. All right.
So I want to talk Xbox for a little bit here. First of all, there's a pizza scented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle controller.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yes.
What'd you think about the controller? What'd you think about the controller?
I need you to have it.
You need me to? Don't you have to win it?
I don't know. I don't know how you get it. I just saw it and like it's funny.
Yeah. So it's a sweepstakes.
Oh, okay.
And they're all pizza scented. The controllers are dope, but I think you have to win them. The movie came out it comes out next week, right?
I believe so.
So it has a pizza attached to the back of it? What?
And it comes off.
Oh, it comes off.
Yeah, you can unattach it and have a regular controller.
All right. That's funny. But yeah, so they released a pizza scented controller. The artwork on the controller is really nice.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like people who like Ninja Turtles should have one, or people just like badass controllers should definitely have it for display for the collection. It's cool. It's unique, you know.
You can to enter to win, you have to follow Xbox Game Pass on Twitter and retweet the sweepstakes, and it goes from July 24th through August 13th. So I might just do that here in a little bit.
Same here.
Get that to see if we win the controller. But if they give me Donatello, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm just gonna sell on eBay.
Yeah, true. I mean, you could do that. Probably get a good chunk of change from it. No,
$50.
All of them look super cool. I like how they have the turtle on one side, their weapon on like the corner, or like their symbol on the corner, and on the other side it has their name in graffiti. So it looks pretty sick. The controller looks really nice, dude. And I'm assuming it's yellow on the backside. So the controller's painted, the faceplate's painted, and then the other side is yellow, so it matches the turtle colors.
Yeah.
So that looks freaking dope, man. I saw the controllers. I was like, man, I wish they would just sell these, dude.
Yep.
Like I would definitely buy one. You know me, I love controllers.
Like turtles too.
I love the turtles, bro. They're up there. Get there. So, and then also, have you turned on your Xbox at all lately?
Nope.
All right. So they did a new UI this week as well. So like as soon as you turn it on, like the UI is a little different. And I wanted to give them a little bit of praise for it because I actually enjoy this.
Yeah.
So now whenever you pop into the game or to the console, it has a nice open area at the top with 4 options, and then on the bottom row of icons is just the last things that you've opened recently, right? So at the top it says like my game library, basically like you go into your game library, and then it has like the store and then some other stuff off like settings and all that other stuff. So it's like little quick selectable things.
Like little tabs or whatever.
But now like your theme is more prominently shown, and it's like
Mm.
less ads,
That's good.
which was always a problem for me for
Yep.
Xbox. It's like there was always ads for something.
Something. Even if you don't have the game.
Right. It was ads for
Like, I don't understand if it was like targeted ads. Like,
right.
oh, you have Grand Theft Auto on this hard drive. Here's targeted ads for cosmetics and or DLC.
Right.
But it's like, nope, here's an ad for fucking Lost Ark, which you don't play. Like,
Right. Something random would be
Yeah.
on there. So I dig the new change. Hopefully they keep the changes coming. I mean, we talked about them last week with kind of talked about him last week, but Blizzard was, putting Overwatch 2 on Steam or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm digging the new UI. I turned on my Xbox for a little bit to like test it out, and I liked it a lot. And I was like, oh, maybe I should get back on this. So I've been looking at purchasing Xbox Live again, and then converting that into Ultimate because it's cheaper that way, and you can find Xbox Live like a year for like $35 right now.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about doing that and just being ready for Starfield and all that stuff later. But I'm still on the I definitely want to play Starfield day one with Game Pass. But if I like it, I'm just gonna end up purchasing it because I don't think I'm gonna hold on to Game Pass for forever. Whereas like I own Skyrim and I own Oblivion.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I don't know if I want it on PC or Xbox.
Yeah, I want it on PC.
I feel like everybody
You definitely should want it on PC because you'll be able to mod it.
But I really feel like is it gonna be performing well? Like,
so now you have doubts.
No, that's with any game, dude. Like once I saw what happened to Survivor, I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
Or like what happened with Cyberpunk? Well, Cyberpunk wasn't that bad, no.
Eventually, whenever they actually released the next gen version of it,
that's when it got good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever they released the next gen version of it, it was better.
That's my only problem with buying games on PC is like, fuck, man. But
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
I was able to return Jedi Survivor.
That's true, yeah.
So I mean, you can't return things on the Xbox store.
Yeah, that's very
over
true.
for you. It's over for you after that.
It's over.
So those two things for Xbox were really nice to see. I mean, I dig the controller and I dig the new UI, and I'm having a good time with the new UI. So I need to go back in there and complete Elden Ring on my Xbox because I own a copy of that on Xbox. I need to do that. I
never beat that game either.
I
got that badass sword though.
So one of my favorite games, I don't know, was it last year or the year before last? Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, right?
That was Cyberpunk when it came out.
What do you mean?
It came out the same year as Cyberpunk.
Oh, it came out the same. Okay, so 2020.
Yeah, because I used my refund to get Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Nice. So Immortals: Phoenix Rising had a sequel in the works. And now it's canceled. Allegedly.
Good. Yeah, doesn't need a sequel.
True, but like, I feel like it was so much better than Assassin's Creed overall. But Assassin's Creed just keeps on getting.
Well, the beauty of Assassin's Creed is they just change locales.
Right, where you can just change mythologies.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, you could, probably.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
be
Greek
if we're going to do it that way, then
do it Christianity.
Jesus. Fight Jesus.
Jesus is on the cross, and then you have the devil talking to Jesus.
Yeah, damn, dude.
And then, like, that one guy that you made? And they start talking about the story of whoever, Josiah.
Yeah. Joseph and Abraham.
Joseph Phoenix Rising.
You want a Job to do what now?
Yeah. You want him to build a boat. So yeah, it bums me out that Immortals, the sequel, was canceled.
Yeah, and that's from Ubisoft, right?
Oh, from Ubisoft. But it's allegedly so far. It isn't set in stone. So hopefully people get off their ass and figure that out. Then CD Projekt Red announced that they were doing layoffs. Did you see that?
Oh boy.
You didn't see it?
Nope.
10% of its workforce. Like 900 to 1,000 people. Something like that.
A lot, dude.
Yeah, buddy. Let me see what it actually was.
10,000 people working for him?
Something like that.
That's the best they can do with Cyberpunk. Some of the motherfuckers deserve.
Oh no, it's 100 people. It's 100 people that they laid off.
A little more understandable, but still.
The layoffs will run up through Q1 2024, and the company assures that those affected have been offered a comprehensive severance package.
Yeah, okay.
This is the third time the company has laid off employees this year, with previous layoffs affecting staff at CDPR itself and its subsidiary studio Molasses Flood. That's a great name. The reason behind the layoffs, CD Projekt Red has reshaped its development process and incorporated agile methodologies and is now turning its eye towards staff.
Yeah.
All right. So that's from Destructoid.com there.
Good. They should be fired for what they did to Cyberpunk.
Wow. So, yeah. But they're about to release an expansion, right? This month.
Okay. Thanks for your service.
Thanks for your service.
Later.
Here's your severance package, bitch.
Before you can collect on any more royalties, because now the game's taking off.
Yeah, now the
we
game's
ain't
taking
paying
off.
shit.
Yeah, we ain't giving you nothing extra, bitch.
Welcome.
So apparently they were like overstaffed
pay
or
Idris
whatever.
Elba.
And what's his face? Somebody's home.
Wonder who.
Anyway, so yeah, CD Projekt Red laid off 9% of his people or whatever. So that's a thing.
Damn.
Sucks for those people. Hopefully they find jobs in the industry, but they're in Europe basically. So like, hopefully there's another European developer that they can move over there to.
That's what happens when you try to vote against the merger of Activision Blizzard. Start getting fired.
See ya.
You're either on board or you're not.
That's right. And then the last little bit of news I have before we get into your monster is
that's it.
Path of Exile.
Ooh, ExileCon.
And ExileCon happened, but they announced a new season for Path of Exile or whatever.
Still.
And they announced Path of Exile 2's like open beta, which is going to be next July next year. So we're nowhere close. Nowhere close.
So we still get Diablo for a whole year of disappointment.
A year and a half, I'm assuming. But they also announced, the big announcement for me, the big takeaway was that because they were going to be like merged into like one big game. So now Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 are going to be completely separate titles.
Oh, damn.
The MTX's microtransactions will carry over as long as they can be carried over.
Right.
Between Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, very nice. But anything new, that's going to be in Path of Exile 2 will not be in Path of Exile 1.
Makes sense.
And vice versa. So anything new in Path of Exile 1 will not be in Path of Exile 2.
Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, that will happen. Yeah. But so they're going to continue to do seasons and other content in Path of Exile 1. And Path of Exile 2 will take its own path forward and move forward accordingly from here on out.
Okay.
Well, whenever that game actually does release. So they've been working on it. They have like a 1,000 person development team on it right now. They're working on that game. And like I said, they're not going to have a beta until like July 29th next year. Something crazy like that. But at one point, this game was just going to be, they were going to shut down the server, re-release it, and like an update, and it was going to be like Path of Exile 2. Exactly like that. But now they're just going to have two separate games. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Like Overwatch. And then, it's just going to be a new game moving forward. But they decided to keep them separate, which I also like. Because what if you don't like Exile 2, PoE 2? And
you can still just go play Path of Exile.
You can still play Path.
Even if it's just like bullshit, like maintenance mode, just keeping up with the game. Like not add anything to it, but you still play it.
So it is going to have its own development cycle. So whatever, they're still going to add seasons and all that stuff. The seasons are going to be separate. So whatever season's happening in Exile is going to be separate from Exile 2. So who knows how that's going to go, but it seems like a good decision on their part.
Yes.
And I think it was met with good reception. Like people weren't mad, like a Diablo Immortal release.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So anyway.
That's crazy.
What do you think?
Well, that's good for them.
Good? Yeah. I'm in agreement. But you've got news for today that I don't know nothing about, that I'm hearing about for the first time. So please, sir, tell me about this news. I would love to hear. Got.
All right, that's all the news for the day, ladies and gentlemen. No, we have Evo right around the corner, right?
Next week.
Next week, August 14th, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I believe.
Sure.
It's in Las Vegas. Beautiful, beautiful Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
The final numbers are in for all the registrations. So the main games, there's 8 of them, obviously. Coming in at number 8 at the bottom, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate with 449 people.
Woo.
That's a lot. Number 7 is Melty Blood Type Lumia with 554.
All right.
Then there's King of Fighters 15 with 666 people. Anyway,
They stopped.
we're
gonna...
no more entrants. Number 5 was Dragon Ball Fighters
Nice.
at 838. Then you cut to the top 4. You're looking at Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
That's an old game.
10-year-old, yeah. They starting this year, they wanted to pick one game that's going to be on the main stage, and they call it a throwback game.
Right.
So this game, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, came out in like 2011 or so.
Okay. I'll look it up.
It has 1,346 entrants
Nice.
for a 10-year-old game. Not only that, even when the game was new and popular, it didn't have this many at EVO. So they set a new record
Nice.
10 years later. Number 3 is Tekken 7 with 1,580 players. Then the numbers go even higher at number 2 with Guilty Gear Strive, still a phenomenal game, at 2,481. Whew. And of course, the top dog, the best fighting game franchise of all time.
All right.
Street Fighter. No, Mortal Kombat at the bottom for a reason. Yeah, don't put a block button in your fighting games, people. It's stupid. Street Fighter 6 has a whopping 7,061 entrants.
Woo.
7,000.
Big money.
Big money, bro.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's insane. But what's a little more crazier than that is this week, Riot Games and a couple of the developers came out and put a video onto the internet.
Oh, did they? They
Yep.
just saw that Evo was happening next week and they wanted to burst that bubble, huh?
Well, they definitely know they're going to be at Evo when the game drops.
Right.
The Cannon brothers were integral in creating Evo or being there when it first started, so they're definitely going to be there. But they also had some content creators and pro players. They invited them out to Riot Games headquarters, and they gave them like a behind the scenes kind of look at certain things. And they also already made the announcement that at Evo, they're going to announce a new character for Project L.
Okay.
We already know of 6 characters for the game. There's Darius, Ari, Echo, Jinx, Katarina, and Aleoi, right?
Okay.
We know those are the 6 characters we've seen so far. So everyone's hoping that we get a 7th character, and it's not just here's a full fleshed out version of one of these characters. There's also going to be a playable demo at Evo
This year?
this weekend.
Shit.
This demo only has 3 characters. It only has Darius, Ari, and Echo.
Okay.
And again, it's a 2v2 game. It will be free to play. They say when they saw the game and they started playing it, they got hands-on with it. It's a 2v2 game. So let's say me and you can play the game. I can control both of my characters against you controlling both of your characters. Like it's a normal 2v2 game.
Right.
But let's say we invite 2 more people over, and me and you are in teams, and those 2 are in teams.
Right.
You'll control one character on the team.
Right.
I'll control the other one on our team.
Right.
Or if, let's say we only had one person here, he can control both his characters, and we still control each one of our characters.
Right.
So they have duels set up, and they also have it to where you just have one person control both people and vice versa.
That's nice.
So they just want to make it accessible as possible. You know, they're all about being accessible in this game.
Very nice.
As for the mechanics, it's a simple layout. There's light, medium, heavy attacks.
Special.
There's a special 1 and a special 2.
Okay. 6.
So when you hit
4, 5 buttons?
that's 5 buttons, but you also have the tag button. So
Okay.
that's 6 buttons. That's your normal 6-button layout.
Okay.
Right? So light, medium, heavy, tag, special 1, and special 2. Now, depending on what character you have, and again, not all characters have the same amount of specials. If you hold back and hit special, a move comes out. But if you hold forward and do special one, a move would come out. So they say at minimum, each character has 4. So you got special 1 and special 2, front and back on each button. But some characters, if you do up special 1, that's another move. If you do down special 1. So again, it depends on the character and how difficult the character is going to be, is if they'll have access to different specials and whatnot. The tag button is basically the assist button also. So if you hit the tag button,
that's just hold swap.
If you hold it, it swaps them out. But if you just press the button, depending on if you're holding, I guess, forward or backwards, up or down, the assist for one of your other character comes in and does something. And they say each character has a couple assists. So you can have like an anti-air assist or a projectile assist, or maybe even like a defensive assist of some sort. And again, holding the tag button acts like a launcher. So think of it like, I guess, Street Fighter X Tekken. Like you're in the middle of a combo, and then you hold down the tag button. They'll just knock them up, and then your second character jumps in, and then you can just keep the combo going off a launcher. They call it a handshake tag. And I guess for normal throws, it's still just medium and heavy punches. In this game, every character has what they call a critical strike. And you hold down the heavy attack button, and it's a charge. Every character has it. So let's say Darius, if you just hit heavy attack, he just does a giant axe swing.
Okay.
But if you hold it and charge it, it'll do a heavier attack, probably hits longer, but it's obviously a slower startup. But every character has one.
Nice.
And it's very dependent on the character. But they call it a critical strike.
Boy.
There are no special move motions. So there's no quarter circle forwards. There's no dragon inputs. There's no motions like that. Everything's tied to specials. You're just holding forwards and backs to do specials.
Okay.
So think of it as like the modern control scheme from
I'm just thinking about
Street Fighter 6.
Super Smash Brothers.
Or Smash Bros. Same thing. There's no inputs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you want to do a dragon punch, you just hold down special 1, dragon punch. Like, it's the same thing. Again, they're trying to make it as accessible as possible. There's a forward and back assist. Obviously, in the game, you can dash, right? So dash. But if you hold it, your character literally runs.
Right.
So, again, like Smash Bros.
Right. Street Fighter did that at some point.
Huh?
Too. Didn't Street Fighter do that at some point? Street Fighter 2 or 3?
4. Yes. Because, well, in Marvel vs. Capcom, that's been there, I'm pretty sure. Dashing for sure. But you can also wave dash in the game, too.
Right.
And this one, wave dashing is light, medium, and down button. Just alternate, and you can just wave dash.
Okay.
Which is, again, a old school Marvel vs. Capcom type of thing. In this game, there is push block. But in order to push block, unlike most other games where you're in a block string, all you do is you hit buttons and it slowly pushes them away so you can get out of it. And this one, when you do it, it costs 1 meter, which is super expensive.
Right.
Because you can only ever have like 3 bars of meter.
Right.
So if you're spending a meter on push block, hopefully you get out of it because you just wasted a resource and they're going to fucking just bonk you on the head.
Right.
And fuck your world up. There's also what they call retreating guard. It's like a reverse push block. So push block pushes them away.
Right.
Retreating guard pushes you away.
Okay.
So you have 2 alternate ways of creating space to get out, essentially. And it's, again, different inputs. Both of them cost you to do use a meter. They also have a parry in the game.
Okay.
It acts just like third strike.
Oh, it's
and this one is light heavy to parry, and if you want to do a low parry, it's light heavy and down. It's literally, and again, it costs 1 meter to parry, so you can't just keep parrying everything.
Oh, you can't Daigo that shit?
They say, no, yeah, you definitely can't Daigo multiple things, but just from them playtesting, he goes, once you get the parry to work and you parry one thing, he goes, you're literally going to open up a can of whoop ass on them. So if you know they're going to jump in with a heavy attack, you parry it, you can full combo and kill them most likely.
Okay.
It's very volatile. Like parrying, like people are gonna parry like a motherfucker in this game, but again, it costs 1 meter.
Right.
All right.
So you just gotta have the meter to do it.
You just got to have the meter to do it. And they say you could build a meter fairly quick in this one. Just like most other 2v2 action arcade or anime fighters.
Yeah.
You can quick rise, you can back roll. They have they have a dynamic save in the game. It's basically a burst from Guilty Gear.
Okay.
So somebody's getting you comboed, you have that meter at the top.
Out.
It's a different meter, mind you. There's like meters on bottom, and there's a meter right under your life bar at the top. So when that's up, you can dynamic save, which is burst, to get you out of a combo.
Nice.
The game also has another game mechanic called Last Stand. So if you're on your final character, again, you're 2v2, and you have 50% life, it'll activate. And essentially, it's like, it's not the stupid one from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It basically brings your secondary partner back for like a limited time. It's like, here's your last stand. Try to win this, even though you're about to get bodied on your last character. But before you even get to the game, and those are all the game mechanics inside the game during a match.
Right.
Before you even get to that, you're at character select. You're picking your character. Let's say you want Darius and Echo as your team. Now you have to pick which groove you want.
What does that mean?
Groove is like, it's from SNK versus Capcom 2. We call them grooves.
I haven't seen
but
that.
They don't call them grooves. They call them fuses. So you pick a different fuse. There's 4 different ones to pick from. One is called double assist, which means during the game, when you do an assist, it'll activate 2 different assists at the same time.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like having the stones and the...
Essentially.
Like picking like a stone or whatever?
Kind of. Like from Marvel's Infinite?
Infinite, yeah.
Kind of, yes. So in this one, the other one is called Double Down, which is probably going to be the most popular one on the competitive scene, because Double Down allows you to get DHC. DHC is delayed hyper combo, which means your first character can combo off, do level 1 super, then you tag in your partner, they come in and they do their level 2 super.
Right.
So again, you got to be...
You have to have all 3 bars.
You have to have 3 bars.
Yeah.
You don't have to have all 3 on one character, though.
Right.
Because each character bar is tied to each character.
Oh, that's
so
different.
Your first character could be at 0, but you call in your second character, he could have been stocked up on 2. So it's per character.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So double down is the delayed hyper combo, which is going to be crazy damage output. The third one is called freestyle. This one's probably going to be the coolest looking one, depending on the characters.
Okay.
Because you can handshake tag. You can tag twice back to back. And what it does is it creates a wombo combo type of situation.
What do you mean?
So let's say your character is comboing off, and then they just short hop or jump over, right? And then they tag in their buddy. So he comes in, and he's attacking on this side. Well, your other character's on the left side. So then you just handshake tag again automatically. So on the screen at the same time, you'll have both your characters on the screen on each side of a character, just whopping the dog shit out of them. There's nothing they can do. Yeah,
that's funny.
That one is called freestyle. That one's going to be, from what they say, it's going to be really dependent on which characters you go with.
Right.
Because not all of them are going to be ideal for it.
So whenever you're doing the assist, like I remember in other games, like if you hit that other character while they're doing their assist, that other character takes damage. Did they mention anything about that happening in this game? Yes or no?
They haven't, but it most likely. Man, that's a good question. Actually, I don't think anybody's brought that up. You're talking about if you have 2 characters on screen and you hit both of them, they both take damage.
Right. So if they assist in and then they do a high jump or something like that, but you were already attacking, like in Dragon Ball or whatever, like the assist comes in, you attack that character. That character is taking damage. Your character that you're controlling up at the top is not taking damage or you could hit both. Okay. But I'm just saying, like,
right.
Is that other character taking damage?
I assume it will work the same way because they have a name for it. It's called Happy Birthday. When you catch both characters and you're whooping on both characters with one character when they're trying to assist or come in, they call it Happy Birthday. Now, if it's a Merry Christmas, it's when there's 3 characters and they're just beating the dog shit out of all 3 of them. Yeah, like Merry Christmas, dude. Like you got all 3 characters, but
Merry Christmas.
I'm pretty sure it's in this game because to me that's always been normal with tag games to have it like that.
Right.
But the last fuse is called Fury. This one they said is the beginner friendly one. Basically, it activates when you have 40% life left. It acts like a rage mechanic, and it just increases your stats. It's a stat bump. Like you move faster, you take less damage off of combos. I'm sure you hit harder, like your power increases. So it's just like a overall stat bump. It's called Fury. But yeah, it's fucking mechanically heavy.
I mean, you just named out like 15
almost
different
everything.
things, dude.
And the thing is, like, some of these mechanics are from Power Rangers, some are from Marvel vs. Capcom, some from Tekken.
They took a little bit of everything.
They literally took a little bit of everything, dude. Just it's super, super mechanically intense of a game.
Yeah, that sounds dope as hell.
And it's all going to be free to play.
Love it. I love hearing that.
It's going to be fucking everywhere. Like, I'm going to be really, really surprised next year because we're looking at Street Fighter numbers. This is the highest entrance this year at 7,000. So when it first arrives at Evo and it's free to play, I could see it being the first game that hits 10,000.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen anything on this game, like the actual gameplay.
Oh, if you look at just the art, like
the art style's dope.
Do yourself a favor and make sure you're watching like 14 whatever.
It reminds me of like Persona a little bit with the menus.
They the art style they went with is the 2.5 or whatever they want to call it.
2.5D.
They got it from Arc System. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's stupid good.
Reminds me, I need to order a hitbox or something.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get the one that Rick has, the little snack box.
Snack box mini.
Yeah,
this looks good, dude.
It's stupid good, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I had. Yeah,
looks good. You see, I was just looking through Destructoid while we were doing that. That's why I popped up on that. You see, Nicki Minaj is going into Modern Warfare.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it's weird. Like that's a weird pick.
It's a weird pick.
But granted, they have Leo Messi and Ronaldo in the game too.
That's true.
They had Nick Merckx and then they canceled him.
They canceled him, bro.
Yeah, but they did say, moving forward on the next Warzone or the next Call of Duty, all their microtransactions will carry over.
Well, that's fucking good.
Yeah, and people were like, "Really?" Like they didn't think they were going to do that.
What the fuck? Did you see that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl got announced? All-Star Brawl 2?
Oh yeah, the first one was garbage. you know what? You know what the downfall of the first one was?
What was that?
There was no voice acting in it.
That's
it was weird. Yeah,
they've got Squidward now, bro. Watch out.
I'm surprised you didn't play the first one. It had the turtles.
Yeah. Oh wow. They changed up the level design way better.
Mm-hmm.
Looks better.
Yeah. We had this as our demo for the longest at the store because you could put it unlimited time, unlimited life.
Yeah.
And so we'd pick just 4 characters and just go ham. And it looks good. Like the kids were like, "Oh, what game is this?" Like, I know SpongeBob.
Yeah. Yeah. All-Star. Why wouldn't they announce that at Evo? It's going to be at Evo next year. Just saying.
It's not going to be at Evo next year. Relax, dude. Multiverses will be there.
Will it though? Is it
Hopefully that comes back, bro.
It ain't coming back, bro.
Hopefully. They have so much potential with that game, dude. That's the fucked up thing.
So there was they do, and they could still fix it.
They could definitely still fix it, but I feel like what's hampering them is there's so much uncertainty with Warner Brother Discovery right now.
Yeah.
Like even just the movie's not doing well. Like Flash was supposed to be the end all be all.
It's really good.
Fucking bombed apparently. I'm like, I haven't seen it yet. Like I need to see it. Yeah.
What was I going to tell you? There was 3 big press conferences this week, right?
Okay.
There was Diablo's Campfire chat on Friday, right? So they talked about all the buffs that they're doing. We know that that's coming. It's coming on Tuesday. We've talked about it a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Allegedly.
Then we talked about Path of Exile's stuff going on with them.
Yep.
So they have Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 separate games. MTX has moved between the two. Great,
yeah.
Right?
Perfect. Love it.
That's not coming until next year. But then they also had a Final Fantasy 14 thing. I know neither one of us really plays it. I know you used to.
I played it for a little bit, but I never got it.
I own it somewhere. I don't know where.
Yeah. I mean, you're not paying a subscription, so you really don't own it.
I mean, Yeah,
it's there
true.
somewhere. Yes,
somewhere. I don't know what
Yeah.
where the I might have just bought it off the website. Anyway, so they have a new expansion coming out next year,
really.
called Dawn Trail, and they're enhancing the game,
Okay,
the whole game,
that's good.
front to back. So they're doing like whatever WoW did back during Shadow. What is it? Not Shadowlands, but the Demon Hunter, where they like
They updated
they
all the
updated
graphics.
a lot of the graphics
They
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they're doing that. That's coming out next year. They're also bringing it to Xbox, which it wasn't on Xbox.
Oh, it wasn't, huh?
And then Square
Game
Enix was
Pass,
talking
bitch.
like,
Oh.
oh, we're gonna try and bring more games to Xbox
Of course you are.
whenever we're not paid by Sony to keep them off of Xbox.
Yep.
So that is coming, and when is that gonna happen? Yeah, that's so whenever 7.0 or Dawn Trail comes out, that's when they're talking about putting it over there. Yeah, scheduled for next year for Series X. So there was some stuff for Final Fantasy. I don't play it that often. That's why
I don't play it.
bring it up. But I know that
I have a
some of the boys
level
plays
70
it.
samurai though.
Samurai.
Samurai that I paid. I paid for it.
You paid to boost them?
Yeah, because in order to get it, like you have to level up the pugilist class to like level 30,
Uh-huh.
and then once you do that, you have to get so far into the campaign, which is like level 60, to unlock the character to get the quest to be a samurai. And I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. And then
Money.
yeah, apparently it's money. Now the Wind Bros are like, yeah, once you get 30, you can technically you meet the requirement. You just got to go far along in the story or whatever. I'm like, can I just buy something? And they're like, oh, I think you can. Yeah, because once you get level 30, you're like, you can just buy whatever.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. So I did that. Boom, instantly level 70 samurai. I played it for like a week, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play.
I'm
something
bored.
else.
I'm not invested.
I'm not invested. No, it wasn't that. It's just fuck, dude. Like, you go from 0 to 70, boom, your entire bar fills up of all these actions. Like, I don't know what any of these do.
You fucked yourself.
And then slowly I just started learning like the rotation and stuff. Like, oh, okay. And obviously some is self-explanatory. And of course, the samurai has a weird meter thing depending on, he has 3 little flowers. Whichever flower you fill up is what your next big hit's going to be.
Right.
So the trick is you want to fill all 3, then do your big hit so you get all 3 effects.
Right.
I'm like, oh, okay. Once David explained how the mechanic works, plus he explained like a normal rotation, I was like, oh, this is actually fairly simple. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, that's why it's one of the most popular DPS classes. Like, you do massive damage, your character looks cool, and you just, once you get the rotation down, you're good. You know, and again, depending on the boss fights, you might change it up or whatever. He goes, but you can, he goes, I definitely know you can play this game. You know, and I just never got invested on it. Like, we ran around and we did shit together for a little bit. I went to their little guild and their housing and stuff. Like, that's like, it's pretty cool. Like, when you walked in, like, their housing was fucking stupid good.
Yeah, they've been playing for a while.
It's fucking huge. They're like, yeah, man, sure. This is all the tabs we have for whatever you need. Open it up, it's like gear out the ass. And I'm like, can I have some of this? And they're like, yeah. He goes, but there's rules to like gear. And he explained the little rules or whatever. Like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't take anything at that time because I didn't know if I was going to be serious at playing it. But
Right.
it's pretty cool. Like, I could definitely see why that game is like the most popular MMO right now. Like,
It is, huh?
it is. And there's just, and like, everyone
It's
is
Lost Ark. I thought
super
Lost
friendly in that game. And you know why?
Why is that?
Because they give you more stuff in game if you're a mentor or if you're helping other players. They incentivize you to be a good player.
That's
and you'll
good.
know who the new people are because they have a little flower. They have a little plant leaf next to their name to
like
let you know
spring.
the account is new or that they're new people. So even when you're in chat, it shows up. So when people ask questions, they know, oh, that's a new person. Like, they might really not know where this item is or what to do next. And then there's an entire chat off to the side of just mentors. Like, you go in there to ask questions, and the guy pops in and goes, oh, yeah, just go up to talk to this. Here's the coordinates. Oh, okay. And then you can open the map, look at the coordinates, pinpoint it, go to it. Like, they're super nice, super friendly. Same when you're queuing up for a dungeon or whatever the fuck they call it, levies. It'll tell you what role you want to fill, what role they need. Obviously, tanks and healers are always
needed.
And then if you roll up a tank or healer, not only do you get the normal dungeon loot, whatever the bosses drop, but the game also gives you extra shit because you're filling the roles of needed slots, like a tank or healer. So you get more tank gear or more healing gear. Nice. I'm like, God damn, dude! Like this game just provides you with all the shit. That, and of course, you're in a Final Fantasy world,
right?
Like, there's so much to do. Like people just play and they role play. That's all they do. They don't quest. They just walk around and try to role play, and they make their character look a certain way. I'm like, I could definitely see why the game is stupid popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Speaking
again,
of Final Fantasy,
I couldn't get into it. I
need to pick up 16 now that I'm done with Survivor.
And the thing was with 16, they're like, it doesn't play like a normal Final Fantasy,
right? Which is probably why I'm into it.
It's not like 7 either, where 7 was action packed heavy. Where in this one, like you don't have a MP bar or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like all your shit's tied to just the actions you're doing.
I might have to check it out. Let me see. Does
a lot of people are fucking loving it, dude.
Does Cash App have a boost?
Ooh, just for Final Fantasy?
Just for there's a boost for Xbox. Does it have a boost for PlayStation? Because if it does, you boys probably.
I know Cash App doesn't boost my Chick-fil-A anymore. What happened, guys?
I got Chick-fil-A boost.
Was I using it too much?
Yeah, exactly.
At one point, you know how many points I had racked up on the app for Chick-fil-A, dude?
How much?
32,000 points.
Ooh, hey, it's Phoebe's weekly appearance on the podcast.
32,000 points, bro, for Chick-fil-A.
That's a lot of points.
A lot of points, bro.
Can you not?
A lot of fucking points.
I love you.
Oh, we should go to Chick-fil-A today, dude.
Yeah, it's totally closed.
Right. It's fucking Sunday, dude.
Giving me kisses? You want to help me close out the show? You got anything else you want to bring up today, bud? Oh my Lord, you need all the attention. And you're on my balls. Ow, ow,
my balls. No. I have nothing else to be honest.
All right, but where can we catch you, man?
You can catch me on all social medias at OS_chameleon with a K.
Hey, as always, guys, I'm on all things social media at OS_onslaught. To hit up the podcast on all things, just go to Linktree, search for Option Select Podcast. You'll find all of our links there. Even a link into our Discord. So if you want to join the conversation that we have on there, or just like come hang out, or playing some games or whatever, all the other stuff. I put in there this week that I'd completed Jedi, but I was kind of disappointed the performance of it. But so hit us up on that, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. We hope you take care of yourself and have a good week this week. And we will see you guys next Monday for episode 216. Peace out, guys.
Later.
We got a way to